Steelers Nation, welcome back. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in full offseason mode, looking to make moves that will improve the team and put them in a position to compete at the highest level in 2025. There's a lot of buzz surrounding the team right now, especially regarding the quarterback situation. We'll break it all down, but first, if you love Steelers content and want to stay updated on all the latest news, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps keep this community strong. Now, let's get into it. The Pittsburgh Steelers find themselves at a crossroads this offseason. With only Skylar Thompson under contract for 2025, the team is expected to explore every possible avenue to secure a starting quarterback. There are a lot of names floating around: Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, and now Kirk Cousins has entered the conversation. According to The Athletic's Diana Rossini, the Steelers are keeping all options open, including the possibility of adding Cousins if he becomes available. Our recent 2025 mock draft sees Pittsburgh drafting Ohio State quarterback Will Howard in the 3rd round, while owner Art Rooney II has said he'd like to bring back either Fields or Wilson, Rossini reported. Expect Pittsburgh to explore every option, including potential free agents like Rodgers or Kirk Cousins. The idea of Cousins joining the Steelers has sparked intense debate among fans and analysts. Would this be a smart move for the franchise, or would it set the team back? Cousins, now 37 years old, is coming off a rocky tenure with the Atlanta Falcons, where he was benched in favor of rookie Michael Penix Jr. His 2024 season was far from inspiring, leading the league in interceptions with 16 in just 14 games. That type of turnover-prone play doesn't fit the Steelers' philosophy of protecting the football and playing strong defense. Another concern is mobility. The Steelers' offense in 2024 struggled the most when Wilson was unable to make plays with his legs. If that was an issue, imagine inserting Cousins into the system. He was never known for his mobility, and after an Achilles injury, that aspect of his game has only declined further. However, there is one factor that could make Cousins an appealing option: his price tag. The Falcons still owe him guaranteed money, which means Pittsburgh could potentially sign him at a discount, similar to how they acquired Wilson last offseason. If the Steelers' front office is looking for a short-term, low-cost option, Cousins might be a realistic choice. But let's be honest, does he really move the needle for Pittsburgh? The Steelers' priority should be finding a quarterback who can lead the franchise into the future, and Cousins simply doesn't fit that bill. He's an aging veteran with a declining skill set. If Pittsburgh wants a bridge quarterback, there are better options available. Fields, at just 25 years old, has far more upside. He can make plays with his legs and has untapped potential that could be unlocked in the right system. Wilson, despite his struggles, still offers mobility and experience. Even Stafford, if available, would be a more dynamic option than Cousins. At the end of the day, Pittsburgh must decide whether they want to take another short-term gamble or commit to a quarterback who can develop into a long-term solution. While the quarterback situation is the main storyline, there's another big development to watch: the Steelers' pursuit of a top wide receiver. Reports indicate that Pittsburgh is eyeing San Francisco 49ers star Deebo Samuel, who has been given permission to seek a trade. This isn't the first time the Steelers have been linked to a 49ers receiver. Last offseason, they were in talks to acquire Brandon Ayuk, but a deal never materialized. Now, Samuel's name has emerged as a potential target. ESPN's Adam Schefter has hinted that Pittsburgh is one of the teams that could make a move for Samuel, but the big question is, what would it take to get him? Samuel is an explosive playmaker when healthy, but his production dipped in 2024. He finished the season with 51 catches for 670 yards and 3 touchdowns. Given the Steelers' struggles at wide receiver beyond George Pickens, adding a player like Samuel could provide a huge boost to the offense. The concern, of course, is cost. The Steelers would need to determine whether giving up draft capital or significant salary cap space for Samuel is worth the investment. The Steelers are coming off another season that ended in disappointment. While the talent is there, something continues to hold this team back from competing at the highest level. Over the years, head coach Mike Tomlin has taken a lot of heat for the team's struggles, particularly in the postseason. But now, we might have an idea of what's really been going wrong. Pittsburgh Post-Gazette reporter Ray Fittipaldo recently dropped a bombshell in a fan Q&A session. When asked about the lack of energy and swagger in the Steelers' locker room, Fittipaldo didn't hold back. I think a big part of it is that many of the players don't believe or fully buy into their offensive and defensive systems. Until that changes, you're not going to see anyone on that team playing with swagger. That is a major red flag. If players don't trust the system, how can they be expected to perform at their best? And more importantly, how can the Steelers expect to get past their playoff struggles if the team isn't united in its vision? This is where the cracks in the foundation start to show. If key players don't believe in the game plan, that can lead to hesitation on the field, miscommunication, and a lack of execution in crucial moments. We've seen this play out multiple times over the past few seasons, and now we might finally have some confirmation as to why. To make matters worse, it appears that even veteran leaders are questioning the team's chemistry. Steelers defensive. Captain Cam Hayward made some revealing comments during the Super Bowl media coverage, stating that the defense lacked cohesion throughout the season. Now think about that for a second. This is coming from one of the most respected players in the locker room, a guy who has been a pillar of leadership in Pittsburgh for years. If Hayward himself is acknowledging that there was a disconnect on defense, it only adds credibility to Fittipaldo's report. And let's be honest, this isn't just about the defense. We all saw the issues with the offense in 2024. The inconsistency, the lack of rhythm, the struggles in key moments. It all lines up with the idea that not everyone is fully on board with the direction of this team. Is it time for a change? The Steelers' biggest question heading into 2025. This all raises a crucial question. If the players aren't buying in, is it time for a bigger change within the organization? Now let's be clear. Mike Tomlin is a great coach. He's never had a losing season, and he's widely respected across the league. But is his message getting stale? Has his approach lost its effectiveness? Those are tough questions, but they need to be asked. Tomlin is under contract through the 2027 season, so unless he chooses to step away, he isn't going anywhere. But if there's a disconnect between the coaching staff and the players, something has to give. Whether that means changing coordinators, adjusting the scheme, or even altering the way leadership is structured, the Steelers need to find a way to get everyone on the same page. So where does this leave Pittsburgh? Should they pursue Cousins or focus their efforts elsewhere? Is Deebo Samuel a piece worth adding, or should the Steelers target a younger, less expensive wide receiver? This is shaping up to be one of the most crucial off-seasons in recent Steelers history. The decisions made over the next few months will determine whether this team can truly compete for a Super Bowl or remain stuck in mediocrity. Now, I want to hear from you. Would you be in favor of the Steelers signing Kirk Cousins? Do you think Deebo Samuel would be a game-changer for this offense? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss any Steelers news. I'll see you in the next one.